horse Gatsby, and he's coming 7 this year. He's Sir Donnerhall and Jazz, and I've been riding him for about 2.5 years now. So I'm gonna just talk you guys through my warm-up. I always start I've always already been walking him for about 10 minutes. And just in the walk here with him, I always start him low and deep because he wants to put his head straight up in the air. So I focus that he's stretching down in the walk. And I just want to be able to have kind of a loose contact and be able to move him, that I can counterflex him a little. So even though I'm tracking right here, I'm making him look a little to the left. And then I can straighten him, get him to look a little back to the right again. And then I'm going to go ahead and pick up the trot. And same thing at the trot. So one of the things that I think about through my warm-up is the dressage training scale. So at the bottom of the Dressage Training Pyramid, you have rhythm and relaxation. So I want a nice rhythmic trot, which I have. I want to think about his relaxation, and he's mostly relaxed. Occasionally you'll see something catch his eye. He wants to look a little bit around. So rhythm, relaxation. The next thing is contact. So contact, the acceptance of the bit. And for me, I like my horses pretty soft in the mouth. I don't want too much pressure in my hand. So just in the warm-up here, I'm testing a little, like that I can take him a little lower, that I can make him look a little to the left. And you'll notice as I'm testing these things, that the rhythm of his trot doesn't change. So when I bend him a little more to the right, or when I counterflex him, the rhythm stays exactly the same. So once you have rhythm, relaxation, and your contact, then the next thing is impulsion. So on my circle here, then I start to add some little tempo changes. So see, can I push him a little bigger? Boy, can I bring him a little back? And as I do these tempo changes, a little forward, I have to make sure that the contact doesn't change and that his rhythm and relaxation don't go away. So as you work up the training scale, you must not sacrifice the lower tiers of the pyramid. The next thing is straightness. So I'm on a circle. I'm going to change direction here. The straightness is a little bit arbitrary, but on the circle line, I just want to feel that he's in alignment, going around the circle. His hindquarters follow his front quarters. And then the final thing on the scale, which we're not to yet, is collection. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about as I'm warming my horse up here. The next thing with him that I go to in my warm-up is trot, canter, trot transitions. So I make a nice transition up to canter. I always warm up with working gaits. So working canter, same thing. Can I give on the reins? Is my horse light? Can I make a little counterflexion? Can I bend him back to the left again? And can I keep that into a trot transition? Oh boy. So what I look for in my canter, trot, canter transitions are that the contact doesn't change, the frame doesn't change, The hind legs keep coming. Here again, I'm testing a little right flexion. He's a horse that tends to get a little stiff. So as I'm warming him up, I think a lot about the suppleness, that he feels like a noodle, bendable and movable and not stiff anywhere. Boy. So same thing to the right. My transitions, trot, canter, trot. And again, thinking of working canter, that I have volume and jump and power in my canter strides. And that transition wasn't very good because you saw how much the canter decelerated. It was like he was stopping and then he went to trot. So I need to be able to go from a working canter to a working trot. Here we have working canter and trot. That was much better. I didn't lose impulsion. Boy. And give him a little walk break again. So that's kind of generally what my warm-up would be. Getting the rhythm and relaxation, doing some trot, canter, trot transitions, and really making sure that he's loose and relaxed, moving through his full range of motion. Boy.